I'm going to show you how to get a credit limit increase with no hard inquiry. This is going to apply to all Synchrony Bank credit cards. You're probably wondering, why am I outside in my yard with my lawnmower? That's Roberto. Now, Roberto was purchased with a Synchrony Bank credit card that is a Husqvarna credit card. That's why we're going to talk about all of the Synchrony Bank credit cards that you can get a credit limit increase with no hard inquiry. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike the Credit Guy, the biggest. If this is your first time to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you find out every time we drop new content, you're gonna hear about it first. We talk about everything credit here. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, that little like button. That way this video goes out to way more people, okay? In case you didn't know, I am the owner and founder of Limitless Culture. We created the most advanced DIY program in the industry. At $55.99 a month, our system will create custom Metro 2 attack letters, attacking any negative items on your credit reports and all your personal information that's not accurate. Imagine that. Our system will create your letters, email them to you, you print them, you mail them out, certified mail, and you're done. It's just that simple. You don't have to join any Facebook groups, you know, those archaic things. You don't have to read any modules. You don't have to do any master courses. We cut all that nonsense out. Our system will create those custom letters, email them to you, you print them, you mail them out certified mail, and you're done. The link is always going to be in the description for our DIY program, the most advanced in the industry. So almost 3 years ago, I had to make a choice that I was either going to continue to mow the grass, and my allergies turned out to be really extreme, where it was causing me to have like really serious health issues. Apparently, I'm deathly allergic to grass. So I had to find a solution, and that was gonna be automatically, well, I'll get a riding lawnmower, you know what I mean? That should fix it. I mean, it's not kicking up on me, it's just kicking up around me. And then my actual allergy specialist said, no, don't do that, Mike. You're still around it. It's the actual grass pollen that's hurting you. And I was like, man, so what do I do, man? I was like, I gotta hire these landscapers. And listen, shout out to all the landscapers out there, because I'm not complaining about the price of landscaping, but it isn't cheap. Let's just be honest with each other, okay? So I was like, man, there's gotta be another solution. So if you buy a lawnmower at $3,500, you can get a really nice lawnmower, riding lawnmower at $3,500. But I found a solution. It was the Husqvarna automatic, robotic lawnmower. So I went to action, and then when I reached out to the company, they said, hey, are you interested in our 48-month 0% APR credit card with Synchrony Bank? And I was like, what? Synchrony Bank? I'm already in the family with Synchrony Bank. So I was like, all right, well, let's see. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it. So they actually gave me just enough money to cover the actual cost of the lawnmower. With installation, it was going to cost me it's like almost $3,500, okay? Someone was going to come out, bring the machine. They were going to install it, set it all up. I didn't have to worry about anything. They have to actually set up perimeter wires around my property, around bushes and trees and things that I didn't want the lawnmower to go into. So it made sense to me. I could either buy a riding lawnmower for $3,500, or I can buy the robotic lawnmower that's going to get my weekends back. All I have to do is have someone weed eat the property now, and I'm straight. So I went with the actual Husqvarna, as you saw in the video, and I got it at 48 months, 0% APR, because I was already in the Synchrony Bank family. And I was like, you know what? They're going to give me a $4,000 credit card. Yes, it's going to reduce my average age of credit, but this is going to be another nice line of credit added to my credit profile. Let's do it. I actually wound up paying the card off much sooner. No problem with that. But then I started to really peruse into actually all the cards that I have with Synchrony Bank. So the two credit cards that I had was the Care credit card and the Verizon Wireless credit card, okay? Now, a lot of Synchrony credit cards are only specific to the actual store. So this is a store credit card. The only one that I know of right now currently is the Verizon Wireless credit card that is a Visa card that can be used anywhere. So if you know of any other specific Synchrony Bank credit cards, drop it in the comment section. Let us know that you can use those specific Synchrony Bank credit cards at other places besides the actual store, okay? Now, also another place is gonna be Lowe's Hardware. I know for a fact that they offer that because my wife got one when we got countertops, because we got an amazing deal on the countertops. We got them installed, and we got 48 months, 0% interest. So we went with that. So my wife is also in the Synchrony Bank family, okay? But we know specifically that that card is only going to be able to be used at Lowe's Hardware, okay? Now, these are my 3 Synchrony Bank credit cards. It's my Husqvarna, my Care Credit, and my Verizon Wireless card. Now, everyone talks trash about the Care Credit card. It's specific to specific people. It can be used for dental, for doctor's visits, your pets. There's a lot of different things, but understand, when these specific deals run out and you've gone your 48 months, you're going to get hit with accrued interest. It says it specifically in the agreements and the contracts that you sign, okay? Now, also, if you miss a payment, they can make you stop the whole introductory offer, and they'll make you pay everything right then. They'll hit you with all the fees, all the interest rates, all at one time. So when this happens to people, they're shocked. Like, no, like, you have to stick to the script. You cannot miss a payment with Synchrony Bank or any other introductory offer. So when you get a credit card and it has 48 months of 0% APR, 24 months or whatever, if you miss that and you get a late payment, it's going to ruin the whole deal, and they're going to hit you with all the interest fees that they can hit you with, because that's a part of the contract. So when people talk trash about the Care credit card, I'm like, all right, man, like, let's be honest with each other. They didn't do anything wrong. We missed a payment or something happened in the relationship. That's why Synchrony Bank doesn't play. So be aware that Synchrony Bank is one of those banks that just doesn't tolerate it. I don't know why, but they don't. Entry level to any Synchrony Bank credit card is also going to be a 680 FICO 8 bank card score. Now, if you need to know exactly what your bank card score is, that is a specific score through FICO that credit card lenders are going to look at. Now, if you want to find that score, link is in the description for your $1 7-day trial with MyScoreIQ, where you can get your credit scores and see those specific industry scores. So FICO 8 bank card score is for credit cards, FICO 8 auto score is for auto loans, and then your FICO 2, 4, and 5 are for mortgages. They're all completely different credit scores that you will not find anywhere for free. Now, I cannot stress this to you enough. Remember, if you ever take any of these introductory offers for 0% interest for 48 months with, you don't have to make any payments, yada, 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 all these crazy things, like, you'll see it at Rooms To Go a lot. This is where Rooms To Go actually uses Synchrony Bank as one of their main credit card holders, okay? So remember, if you get an introductory offer, you need to be able to pay it off within that time frame, because if you do not, you will get hit with all of those interest fees and accrued interest, which is no bueno. So you can just simply go into the Synchrony app, okay? If you qualify for this credit limit increase, not everyone's gonna qualify, okay? Remember, you do not ever want to ask for a credit limit increase if you are carrying a balance, because this can be a determining factor while they will decline you, or if your utilization is very high on your credit score, okay? Your credit reports, okay? If your utilization is really high across all of your available credit, then this can potentially get you declined for a credit limit increase. Now, you're going to open the Synchrony app very simply. You're going to go to the specific credit card. If you only have one, there's only going to be one. Right above the credit card, and put it up on the screen so you can see it, you'll see it will show request a credit limit increase. You just click that button. Once you click it, it will pop up on the screen. It will ask you, how much of a credit limit increase would you like? Don't go crazy, okay? Ask for something legitimate. So I usually only ask for maybe 4 more thousand or 2 more thousand, because I don't need that much credit. But I'm trying to get this credit card limit up a little higher because it does help your utilization. If you ever need to carry a balance on your credit cards, the higher the available credit limits, the lower your utilization. So this is why you need to know exactly what you're going to request. Then it's going to ask you to enter your annual income. Now, I cannot stress this enough to you. Don't put some over-exaggerated annual income on that credit card when you're going to request the credit limit increase, because it can potentially trigger a financial review, okay? Put something in that you know you're going to actually make in that year, okay? Or close to it, whatever it may be. But just don't lie and over-exaggerate, because it can trigger a financial review, and you don't want that. They'll ask you for actual proof of your income. They'll ask you for your tax returns. No bueno, okay? So You just literally simply submit it. If they're going to approve it, they're going to say, congratulations, we've increased your credit limit to, $6,000. I have done this with all of my Synchrony Bank credit cards. Once you're not able to do it, you want to have the little icon that says request a credit limit increase. So that is very simply how you get a credit limit increase on any Synchrony Bank credit card. Now, if you want me to talk specifically about any store credit cards, or you want any data points about, are store credit cards really bad for your credit file, Mike? Let's get the real lowdown on it. Or you want me to talk more about, Comenity Bank. Okay, Comenity Bank is another very popular credit card that a lot of people don't talk about. They have a lot of store credit cards, okay? Drop it in the comment section. Let me know if you want me to talk about that one or any of them specifically so we can do a full review on it, because I do have a lot of store credit cards. I have a crazy mix of credit on my credit profile. So I have a lot of data points from a lot of different store credit cards that a lot of people talk about or they don't talk about. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure drop some comments in the comment section, drop some emojis so we get this video going. And if you have anything specific, again, drop it in the comment section, because it's all about you, our subscribers. We can't do it without you. So as usual, thank you so much for all your support and all of your likes and all of your subscriptions, okay? So make sure that you watch the next two videos, because they are recommended by YouTube. And please do not forget, subscribe to increase your credit score.